Hello and welcome to this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be looking at the Carabao Cup first round draw. Some very interesting ties. I just want to say before we start the video, if you do enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, of course, if you are new. But let's have a look at the fixtures that have been announced. So the first one out was Tranmere Rovers versus Harrogate Town. Harrogate in their first season in the Football League. Crewe Alexandra will take on Lincoln City. Walsall will face Sheffield Wednesday. Rochdale versus Huddersfield Town. These are all the northern section, of course. Preston North End will face Mansfield. Bolton Wanderers will have Bradford. Blackburn Rovers versus Doncaster Rovers. Stoke City versus Blackpool. Fleetwood Town will have Wigan, an all League One clash there. Grimsby Town versus Morecambe. Middlesbrough will have League One side Shrewsbury Town coming to visit. I think they played each other in like the FA Cup or something before, I seem to remember. Derby County will introduce Barrow back into the Football League. A great draw for Barrow. Unfortunately, no fans will be in attendance for this round, like the several rounds that's going to go after it as well, due to the whole no fans being allowed in. Scunthorpe United will face Port Vale. Sunderland versus Hull City. That's going to be an all League One clash there. Burton Albion will take on Accrington Stanley. Salford have had a really good draw. They're going to be taking on Rotherham, who have been promoted to the Championship. Barnsley versus Nottingham Forest. Good draw there for Barnsley. Oldham Athletic will take on Carlisle United. So that is the first round draw for the northern section. The southern section looks like this. Bristol City versus Exeter City. So an all southwest clash there. Plymouth Argyle, the next team out, and they will face Queen Park Rangers at home. Swindon Town will take on Charlton Athletic. Good draw there for Swindon. Although, oh wait, no, they're in the same league now, aren't they, I think. Forest Green Rovers will take on Leyton Orient, an all League 2 clash there. MK Dons versus Coventry City, a fairly local one there. Crawley Town will take on Millwall. Stevenage, who survived after a reprieve, will take on Portsmouth of League 1. Peterborough will take on Cheltenham Town. Brentford will take on Wycombe Wanderers. Northampton Town will face Cardiff City. Great draw for Northampton. Luton will take on last season's Premier League side Norwich City. Watford and Bournemouth will come in the second round draw, like last season when Cardiff and whoever the other side was came in the second round. I think it was Fulham. So that happened. So that would mean that they're in the second round as well. So they're already in the second round. So next we have Birmingham City versus Cambridge United. Great draw for Cambridge. Newport will have Swansea City. All Welsh tie there. That's going to be very tasty. Oxford United will take on AFC Wimbledon. Reading will have Colchester at home. Gillingham will have Southend United, and Ipswich Town will have Bristol Rovers. So that is the tie. So I will put it up now just so you have the whole graphic. If you've missed any, then feel free to look at that. But yeah, some really interesting ties. I'm looking forward to Derby versus Barrow. I think that could be an interesting one. Salford versus Rotherham could be an interesting one. I've been really interested to try and go and watch Bristol City versus Exeter because that's quite local to me. But obviously we can't do that. So it'll be interesting to see how these sides go on. Now, it would be nice to see a side from League 2 get really far. But it'd be interesting to see how they cope because the first 4 rounds of this are all in September, which means there's going to be a lot of football played for the League 2 Championship and League 1 clubs as well. There'll be a lot of football played for them. So this round is going to be taking place on Saturday the 5th of September, which is a Saturday, but this is also an international weekend, so some games may be rearranged if they have lots of international players going on international duty, of course. So the next round will have all the Premier League teams and the 2 that I've mentioned, Watford and Bournemouth, besides the top 6, I think. So that is Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, Leicester and Arsenal and Tottenham will all enter in the third round. which is the usual thing. And also two-legged semi-finals have been replaced with just one leg now to try and relax the massive schedule that they already have, some of these sides. So I think that's a really good thing. So I'm looking forward to the first round of the Carabao Cup. It'd be nice to have some football on again. We've had a lot of Champions League football since the end of the season, so it'd be nice to see some of these lower league sides. It'd be weird seeing them with just no supporters in there, like these smaller grounds as well. Obviously we got used to having the big grounds, but they've had lots of like things over the seats, so it doesn't look as weird. I can't imagine that would be the same case. I think it'd just be blank in the lower leagues. So that's something to look forward to. But I will just go through the games once more. So Tranmere versus Harrogate, Crewe versus Lincoln, Walsall versus Sheffield Wednesday, Rochdale will take on Huddersfield, Preston North End versus Mansfield, Bolton versus Bradford, Blackburn versus Doncaster, Stoke versus Blackpool, Fleetwood will take on Wigan, Grimsby Town versus Morecambe, Middlesbrough will face Shrewsbury, Derby versus Barrow, Scunthorpe United versus Port Vale, Sunderland versus Hull City, Burton Albion versus Accrington Stanley, Salford versus Rotherham United, Barnsley versus Nottingham Forest, and Oldham versus Carlisle is the northern draw. Southern draw, Bristol City versus Exeter, Plymouth versus QPR, Swindon versus Charlton, Forest Green Rovers will take on Leyton Orient, MK Dons versus Coventry City, Crawley will take on Millwall, Stevenage will face Portsmouth, Peterborough and Cheltenham have drawn against each other, Brentford versus Wickham, an all-London clash there. Northampton Town will take on Cardiff City, Luton versus Norwich, Birmingham City will take on Cambridge, Newport will go against Swansea at home, Oxford versus AFC Wimbledon, Reading versus Colchester, Gillingham versus Southend, and Ipswich versus Bristol Rovers is the end of the tie. So thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, of course, if you are new. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.